Yo, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to be continuing our Pittsburgh Pirates career mode, or rather starting it, since the first part was just going over the team. So I've been looking roster-wise, really only need a catcher at the moment because first base we could use a backup, but Rodriguez isn't terrible to back up Bell. Everywhere else looks good. So that's going to be the first trade I'm going to try to make. Try to go after looking at young top catching prospects. There's Chance Cisco. Gary Sanchez, we're not going to get him. I was looking at Cleveland, Francisco Mejia. Very good catching prospect. 11 games. He went 2 for 13, but that was only his first NHL experience, so he looks like a good option. Maybe Jake Rogers from the Tigers. Maibris Valoria, also a very good option. He's 21, just a little bit lower than Mejia. Nobody. Taylor Ward's not bad. Sean Murphy, potentially. Anybody else? Tomas Nido. Potentially, but he's a little old, a little too low rated. Jorge Alfaro's not bad. Same with Knapp. Contreras would be great, but we don't have the pieces to get him. Tyler Stevenson could be a person to go after. He looks pretty good. Brewers don't really have anybody. Andrew Knizner. Dalton Varsho from the D-backs. Tony Walters. Maybe Hedges, potentially Luis Torrens. But and that's about it. But after looking at it, I think Mejia is probably our best bet. So this is where I say we go with Josh Harrison and see what it would take. Ooh. Okay. Freeze. Marte would put it close. What about Polanco? I'd rather keep Polanco. Marte puts it really close. I'm going to see what it would take for who had Jake Rogers potentially. Harrison for Rogers would almost go through. And then we can probably just give up one of our worst players. So we could do Josh Harrison, Richard Rodriguez, Yudi Garcia, and get us our catcher of the future in Jake Rogers. I just want to see, there was one other catcher I was very looking at, Maibris Valoria. He looks decent. If we can get him, I feel like that could be the better option then. But we'll have to give up somebody kind of decent. I like Ozuna in the minors. He could turn out Ozuna B potential. Could, if he had a couple of very good years. Maybe Edgar Santana. David Magnifico. Taylor Hearn, but he's a top pitching prospect for the Pirates. Maybe Nick Birdie gets closer. Taylor Jones. Problem is, a lot of the good potential, good trade value guys we now have. Oh, Corey Dickerson. Let's see, do they have any young relievers that they'd be interested in giving up? Maybe a Brad Keller. Wouldn't be opposed to that. Maybe a Flynn and Keller? Nah. I think this is a pretty fair trade. It gives us a really decent catcher prospect. Valoria, who can play now. Harrison, probably the biggest contract we have. One of the biggest. Out. Helps the position in need. Lowers position of future strength with Bostic, Kramer, and Moroff. So, I mean, all around and in left field with Dickerson, Luplow can get a chance to play. He'll grow. Mitchell could probably get called up. He'll grow. We still have Marte we can trade. And potentially, who in the Nova, maybe AJ Schugel, Sadler potentially. So yeah, I think this is a very good good offer. So I think we're gonna go through with that. So let me just go to rosters real quick. Add to 40. Move to majors. Reliever. Keller's already up. Okay. What else really need? We have our backup catcher. Potentially a backup first baseman. We could see if there's any really good young second basemen. LaCastro, not bad. Carlos Asueye, he turns out pretty decently. Hansen's not bad. Scope. Nunez wouldn't be terrible, or Pedroia, but they're old. Gleyber Torres would love to get him, but his trade value is going to be massively high. Joey Wendell. Lourdes Gurriel. Moncada would be the ideal option, but his trade value is above and beyond. I mean, Raul Mondesi isn't terrible. Willie Calhoun. High trade value as well, so we could go after some of these guys. Ozzy Albies, I would love to get. But 80 overall, 20-1, potential of A. His potential, I believe, is 99. And he gets there very quickly. It's going to be very hard to acquire him. Maybe Isan Diaz. Luis Garcia wouldn't be terrible. Who would I have it? Trey Turner. Defoe. Because we could move one of these guys, a player like a shortstop, over to second. Scott Kingery. He'll have high trade value. Javi Baez wouldn't be bad. VR. So, I mean, there's options. How reachable are those options? Not really sure. Paul DeYoung wouldn't be bad. We could move him over to second. There's Jasrado Chisholm and Domingo Leyba. Brendan Rodgers would be a huge addition if we could acquire him from the Rockies. Corey Seager obviously would be amazing. Luis Urias, he turns out really well. As does Tatis and Arias. So all three of them. So if we could get one, if not two of them, that would be very good. So let's go. Who do we have at short? Frazier, Mercer. I was planning on trading both of them, but we do have Tucker, Cruz, and Valerio. But third base is, I mean, we have Cabrian Hayes, but other than that, not much. Let's see if we can go after one or two of those guys from the Padres. So we said Tatis and Urias, who's actually Urias, not that much value. Or Arias, or not Urias. So we were thinking maybe Ivan Nova. Okay. We said maybe a Musgrove or a Williams, but I kind of want to keep both of them. AJ Schugel. What about Marte? Ooh. Okay, so we could trade Marte. Meadows then would get an opportunity. So we would have an outfield of Luplow, Polanco, and Meadows, which honestly wouldn't be opposed to. And maybe we throw in, say, David Freese or Colin Moran, Wyatt Matheson. I feel like that would, it's pretty realistic to get us another top 50 prospect, Urias and Arias. So, I mean, two pretty similar names. Both of them turn out pretty decent this year. So let's go for that. Last position I would say we would need would be a first baseman, maybe just to back up Bell. Rodriguez, not bad, but I mean, not the best out there. See who's out there that worth acquiring. Tyler Nevin, not bad. Naylor turns out decent. Ryder Jones, pretty good. Sam Travis, and he's more of a utility kind of guy. Don't list him, but he can play kind of everywhere for the Red Sox. Tyler Austin, Greg Bird, both pretty low though. Brendan McKay, would love to get him. Went to Louisville. Rowdy Tellez, and then would love Vlad Guerrero Jr., but that's not going to happen. Gavin Sheets, not terrible. Same with Casey Gillespie. Bobby Bradley. Nick Pratto. Lewin Diaz. Matt Thais. Matt Olson could be an option. Ryan Healy as well. Dan Vogelbach. Joey Gallo, would love him, but he turns out pretty decent. Ronald Guzman wouldn't be an awful pickup. AJ Reed, not bad. Freddie Freeman, not going to get. Dominic Smith and Peter Alonso, two good options, but not a big fan of either of them in this game. DJ Peterson, a little too old. So, I mean, Pavin Smith, not bad. I think we missed Arizona. Christian Walker, a little old. Who was I? There's one guy I was really interested in. See if I can remember who it was. Really interested in McKay. I don't think we can acquire him, though. Rowdy Tellez wouldn't be bad. I think there was one other. Nick Pratto might have been it, or Matt Olson. Let's see if we can get Matt Olson. That's going to be a stretch, but if we could, that'd be very good. love to keep Cervelli, but I mean, if it could get us... Rodriguez has some decent. Freeze, no. Moran. Jordy Mercer, not really. Adam Frazier. Let's see. Maybe Calvin Mitchell. Yeah, I didn't think we could get him. And then Prado, I think we should be able to pull something off for him. Any other pitchers worth trading? Maybe Contos. Could we get a low reliever back? Maybe a Brandon Maurer. I'm a big Contos fan. But if that gets us a decent first base prospect behind Josh Bell, I would not be upset about making that trade. If I take out Frazier's a big part of the trade. Okay. So we picked up Prado. So Prado add to 40 and he will get called up to the majors. And then shortstops we're going to call up Urias, who's playing second. Then we're going to call up Urias and have him move to second. So let me just edit him real fast. General. Swap him to second. So there's that. So Urias is now a second baseman. So we're looking at infield. So we got Cervelli, Villoria, Bell, Prado. Urias probably going to call up Bostic as well. Freeze and Mercer I want to trade. Luplow is going to get called up to be our everyday left fielder. Meadows as well going to get called up. And maybe no one else really. Maybe call up Lolo, but I'll move him to AAA. I like him in AAA. Brian Reynolds in AA, yeah. Calvin Mitchell to AAA. So I'm gonna see what I can get for Mercer and Freeze real fast. I wouldn't be opposed. I mean, let's see what we can get prospect-wise. Hunter Harvey, not a bad pitching prospect, but I mean, pitching is kind of a strong area. Shawarin. They would give us Travis, Trey Ball, Matt Sauer. Interesting. Jesus Sanchez. There's Gavin Sheets. Which I wouldn't be a bad move. And, or Thiago Vieira. Not a big fan of him. Jake Berger. Potentially. Sergio Alcantara. Blaine Enlow, not bad. There's Lewin Diaz. I'm really liking the Yankees offer, though. Of Matt Sauer. But I'm seeing if we can find an outfielder. I think the Blue Jays had one. Or the Rays with Jesus Sanchez and Andrew Velasquez. I would be down to make that trade, but let me just see what else. Miguel Diaz, Buddy Reed, Mitchell White, TJ Peters. There's Tyler Nevin, Matt Tabor, Drew Ellis. Vladimir Gutierrez, Cody Reed, Jackson Stevens, Trevor Clifton, Jake Thompson. There's Luis Garcia. I'm really liking the Blue Jays offer right now. I think that's probably our best bet. That does help a position of need. The Rays, Jesus Sanchez and Andrew Velasquez. Velasquez could be a bench player for us in the future, not terrible. So I think we're going to do that. And we can go real young. But I want to keep Cervelli on the team just to have that young or the veteran presence. What's up, Kenny? How you doing? We're doing a MLB The Show franchise rebuild of the Pittsburgh Pirates. We've just been making some trades to get them more prospects to really bring on a rebuild. So we're going to call up Segrist. Add him to the 40-man since he is our top reliever. So we're looking at 6 relievers. Might call up Kyle Crick. Send down Edgar Santana, not sure. For now, we will call him up. Let's see. So, catchers, we got our 2. Diaz, I might send down to AAA. Definitely will, Kenny. Send me a friend request, Dusty Wall 33, and I will add you. So, first base, Bell Prado. Second base, we have Urias. Might call up Bostic. Moran, going to be our third baseman. Shortstop, going to call up, I think, Newman and Tucker this year. For this year, anyways. See how everybody grows. Outfield, we'll have Luplow, Meadows, Polanco. Would like to call up maybe Mitchell. See who we could send down. Give us one more spot. Pit starters. We got 5 with Tyone, Cool, Williams, Musgrove, Glasnow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might send down Santana to AAA, and then call up Calvin Mitchell, because he can play all 3 outfield spots, and that gives us another guy. And so we will move him to the majors. So I think that's what we're going to go with. I'll set the lineups. Polanco. Who's going to be our left fielder? Who's going to be Luplow. Center field's going to be Meadows. And shortstop will be, I think, Newman. So, Polanco, Bell, 3-4. I like that. I like Cervelli. Actually, I like Cervelli there. Newman's good contact and speed, so I like him in the 9-hole. Moran. Meadows I like right there. Actually, Meadows. He might be our leadoff hitter. I think Meadows is going to be our leadoff hitter. Urias, good 2-hole hitter. Polanco. Luplow, very good all-around hitter. Okay, yeah, I'll add you. Once the stream is over, I will definitely add you. So Luplow, good all-around hitter. Definitely gonna bump those contact stats up. Prado, same thing. Like Cervelli, good contact hitter. Yeah, and then Moran and Newman. Prado, he can play right field. Okay. So, second base can be Urias. Center field, Meadows. Left field, Luplow. Shortstop, Newman. So, Meadows, Urias, Polanco, Bell, Luplow, Cervelli, Moran, Newman. So we'll just swap them. DH will be... Who do we have? Put Calvin Mitchell as our DH. Urias to second. That's a Luplow. I think center. Cervelli. Meadows leads off. DH is 6. Yep, I like that. Okay. Just got one more lineup to do. Swap them. Is that left? Yep. I think that's Moran and then Newman. Okay, so that's what we're gonna go with for the lineups. Except, yeah, actually I like Prado and DH. Pitching rotation. This is probably our strongest suit as a team. Let me just put Glasnow in. So it'll be Tyone, Cool, Williams, Glasnow, Musgrove. In the bullpen, we're gonna have Stephen Brault, Kyle Crick, Smoker, Dovidaus, Neverauskas, Brad Keller, Kevin Seagrass, Michael Felice, Felipe Rivero. Actually, might send down Dovidas to call up one more outfielder. Let me see. Let me check the outfield. Maybe call up Brian Reynolds potentially. Probably gonna call him up and send down Dovidas. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So we will move him to AAA, and then call up Brian Reynolds. Move to the majors. Let me just add a couple more guys to the 40-man. Add him as a movement guy. Arias will get added to the 40-man. Cabrian Hayes will get added. Bostic will add. Kramer we might add. Prado, nobody else there. Diaz is on 33 we were at. I think we'll add Casey Sadler, maybe? Or we'll add Kramer, I think was who we wanted to add. We'll go for that for now. So we will finish up this episode playing the full game, or where, we'll have throwbacks to start the year. Comerica Park. We'll go quick counts. Rain. Yep. Tyone. So Meadows, Urias, Polanco, Bell, Leplo, Prado, Cervelli, Moran, Kevin Newman. So we start the season on the road in the American League. So we have our DH today.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Pirates.
Let me just turn up the volume.
Hey everybody, I'm Dan Plesac and welcome to MLB The Show.
Major League Baseball is proud to...
There we go. So opening day, Pirates, Tigers, Comerica Park. Let's see how we do.
Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting
pitching matchup, Michael Fulmer versus Jamison Tyone.
Getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Detroit Tigers.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Michael Fulmer gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour, straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
Mata moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Number 85.
Stepping in, number 85. He stands in for the first time in this one. Outside, 2-1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be
Meadows
ready to swing,
started off the game, flew out to left,
low ball
Here
umpire.
is
Yeah, it makes it
Urias.
tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible
Deep
to that
center.
slider in the dirt. You have to see the
Flies
ball up,
out.
and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Batting third, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
One of our
Top
two
of the
guys
first
who's
just underway here in
expected to
no time.
carry a lot of our load. Polanco and Bell.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2. Sent out to straightaway center
Jammed
field.
me.
Iglesias is under it, and the
So,
inning is over.
nothing
So
happening
fairly
in the first
painless
for
top of
us.
the first.
Let's see
Now
what
a look at the
Tyone
hometown
can do in his
Tigers
season
starting lineup
debut.
in this one. Dero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Pirates
Well, Matt, you
going
take a look at
Iglesias,
this lineup
Machado,
today, going
Cabrera,
against a power arm
Castellanos,
on the other side.
Matuk,
You could see a little
Martinez,
bit of, ambush tactics
Candelario,
employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat
McCann,
early, not wanting
and
to go too
Martin.
deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Luplow. And that's the first out of the inning.
Jordan Luplow ranges to his left.
At the
Gets
plate,
the first
Dixon
out
Machado
of the
will
year
take
for the
his
Pirates on
first cuts
defense.
here. Two and two.
Good
Frozen
pitch
with a
there
high fastball there.
by
We'll see if
Tyone.
they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
The 2-2. Still even at 2-2.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
Popped him up.
Bell
near the
moves
first
in.
base bag. Two
Two
down.
away. Tyone looking pretty good
Next
so
up for
far.
Detroit, Miguel Cabrera. First cuts for him here with the bases
Although this
open
is
and
next two
away.
batters are big chests for Tyone. Cabrera and Martinez.
Strike, two called, and it's even at 2. Here now the 2-2. Swung
Got
on
him.
and missed. He got him on
First
strike.
strikeout of the season for Tyone. Very good first inning for him. Here comes
Josh
Bell.
the next to hit. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Struck him out.
Late on the fastball.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
In now, Jordan Luplow. He goes the other way.
Luplow
As this is hit
in the
air toward
gap.
The gap in right
It's
center.
like
Castellanos is over to his
Castellanos
right. As he
puts
this
it
one
away.
2 down. So
Prado.
next to the plate for Pittsburgh, number 13. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game. Now the 3-2 pitch. On the
Sliced.
screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side.
Rip.
1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Good contact by Prado, but right
And
at
next it'll
the
be
shortstop.
Tigers cleanup hitter Nicholas Castellanos. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. Fouled off. Another full count offering on its way. And he'll finally just
Second
wear him
strikeout
down as this
of the
one
season.
swung on and missed for the
So
first out.
As
Tyone
they say, there's a
looking
hole
very
in the
good so
swing in that
far.
location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Ooh,
Breaking ball misses the corner. Two
just
balls and
missed.
2 strikes.
Good
Well,
good
that's what you
curveball
want
right
from
there.
your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
3 in a row.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Victor Martinez. Softly hit to the left side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He is
Very nice
out.
play by Moran
Down in order go the Tigers.
in the shift. Good start for the Pirates.
Here's the catcher,
Defensively, let's see if they can get
He's
something
the
going
number 7
offensively
hitter,
here.
But he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Cervelli, first hit of the season for the Pirates. Cervelli up the middle. Tough play for their second baseman.
Settling in now, Colin Moran. Cervelli on at first, nobody out. Now a flare out to left center.
Gonna get down. Yes.
And that's in there, base hit. And he is
Back-to-back hits for the Pirates.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Kevin Newman.
It's an invitation. Jim Beam on the rocks.
Thinking about 1-2 count. I was thinking about bunting with him.
Into the box, Kevin Newman. And here's a ball out.
That's gonna
towards straightaway
slice.
Center field. Martin is right there, 1 down.
But Cervelli
The relay,
does tag up,
and
gets
he'll
to
get
third.
into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away.
So
here
very
with
good
1
job
gone.
though by
We'll see if moving up to third pays
Newman
off for
to
him.
get
He
him
didn't
into
have to
scoring
tag and
position,
go
at
for
least
third,
one of them.
But now he can score a lot of different
And that'll bring
ways.
up Austin
Doesn't have to be a
Meadows.
hit.
Ready for another chance. Austin Meadows. He flew out in his last at bat. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Should have let that go.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field.
Driven.
And
Off the
he missed
wall.
a home run by a matter of
Meadows
feet. It's off the wall.
drives in the first run of the season for the Pirates. What's the bat starting to come alive here in the third?
This is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a
So
bad way to
Meadows,
get your career
welcome
started.
to the majors.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as
That'll bring up
long as he
Luis
lives.
Urias, a 1-1 count here.
The 1-1. And this is yanked hard down the left field line.
Down the
And
into the
this ball's
corner.
gonna get down, and it
That's
just
gonna
played
score
a
2.
couple.
1 out
In
double.
at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 85 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the
So
dugout.
2 straight batters
Tuck it
picking up their
away for
first
him to
career
put
hit
in
for the
his
Pirates,
trophy case.
as well as first
Yeah,
career
good for
RBIs.
him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool
And that
right
brings
now,
up
but you can
the
bet inside
big
his head,
guys
he's
in
on top of the
Polanco and
world.
Bell.
The 1-1 pulls this one into the air out into right field. Castellanos waits on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third.
Can he somehow get out of it?
Over now, they'll
Ah,
apply the tag between
there it
second and
is.
third.
That
It's
was
a
my
careless
fault.
double play, and the
But
inning is
3 runs though
prematurely
and 4 hits
over.
for the Pirates.
So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors.
Very good inning.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. So it was a strikeout swinging. Jamer Candelario is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. The 1-1. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Newman into shallow left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers.
Very good effort there by Newman. Almost got to it. I thought he was going to get there.
That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Just over the outstretched glove. Very good pitch, though, by Tyone.
Here's Leonis Martin. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Late square, and this is popped up. And Cervelli will have to go to first, and it's a successful sacrifice.
Very good play there by Cervelli. Martin trying to get bunt single.
With a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. McCann at second with 2 down. This one's down to third. Moran right there. Throw in
Takes
time.
his time.
Side is retired.
Another
So no
good
runs here
inning
on
by
base hit,
Tyone.
no
1 hit,
errors,
though.
and 1 man left aboard.
But he is looking good so far early on in the
Digging in to
season.
try it again. Josh Bell. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Bell, that'll be his first hit of the year.
Into right, and he's
Very
aboard
good
for the
job.
single. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Luplow for his first career
Into the
Major
box
League hit.
now, Jordan Luplow on the ground
Drilled
now for a
right
Garcia
to the
52.
shortstop.
To second for 1.
If I remember,
On the first, and
oh no,
Bernie may have said it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers.
Prado,
2 away.
the one who scorched it to short.
Digging in for his
Also
second
looking for
at-bat,
his
number
first career
13.
hit.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Fouls it off. Probably should have held off today on that pitch.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Martin. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Bucks go down. Dixon Machado digs
Bottom of the
in.
4th here.
Begin things here against Jamison Tyone.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Dixon Machado becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Called strike, and he's
Very, oh,
1-2.
nice pitch right there by
He might want
Tyone.
that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right.
Another
by him for the second
strikeout
out.
for
That's his
Tyone.
second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised.
Very
if the coach
good.
Finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up.
Good battle here by Castellanos. Can Tyone finish it, though?
Another full count pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. The next 3-2. It's the top of the
Got
zone.
him.
He struck him out looking. Up next for the Buccos, Francisco Cervelli. He'll start off the fifth in
Cervelli
this
started
one.
that 3rd inning for the Pirates when they picked up 3 runs.
Now
Seeing
the
if he
2-1
can continue.
hit on the ground out to short. Iglesias is there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Pirates, third baseman, Colin
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Colin Moran. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful.
Good
not
cut
just
there
for
by
the
Moran,
position
but
players,
right
but
towards
that mound
Martin.
gets awfully
2
slippery,
away.
awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Kevin Newman looking for his first career hit. Will he get it on this at-bat?
So 1-1 home. Line drive to center field.
Towards Martin. It gets down.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And there's probably no
There it is.
happier person in the ballpark. Kevin Newman has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside
Second
his head,
single
he's on
right
top
there.
of the world.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy.
Oh, Austin Meadows,
Ball in the
first
gap,
career hit right
almost a little
there.
bit harder to play, to crooked number going.
Sorry, second career hit, my bad.
Standing in now, number 85. Hit in the air out to center field.
Right toward
And he'll
Martin.
get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Pirates strand a couple. They lead it 3-0. And that'll bring up Mikey Mato. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Popped him up. Moran in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Here's another 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Matuk stands at second with no outs. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step.
Meadows comes up throwing
And this will not be close,
just
and the
late.
run will score easily.
So Tigers get their first of the game, cut it to 2, cut the lead to 2, that is.
Riding in once again, James McCann, a base hit in his first
Oh,
trip.
rip.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that curveball was really a hanger, and that's not a good sign. He's got to get back on track. He needs that release point to get out front.
There we
and
go.
get the ball down in the zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so in tight.
There's a
And
swing
we
and a ball hit in the air,
are
and a ball
tied.
that he got every stitch of, as that one without a
left
doubt
it up.
is gone.
All good, though.
A two-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Tigers have come back to tie things at 3. In now, Jose Iglesias. Hit down the line at first. Bell scoops it up, and he'll
So
step
Tigers
on the
pick
back
up 3 in the
himself,
inning to
and
tie it
is
up.
over. Here's Gregory Polanco. He was a double play victim last time around. Sent on the ground out to second. Machado is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The first baseman, number 55.
Josh Bell the next to hit.
Let's
It's
go,
1 for
Josh.
2 in the ball game. The 1-1. Now a swing and a ball hit on the ground for the first baseman Cabrera, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another shot
Jordan
now.
Luplow.
Jordan Luplow. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swinging a soft liner.
Is that his first career hit? Looks like it is.
Down, and the inning continues. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
The batter,
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Stepping in now, number 13. Line
Prado.
toward center field.
His first career
And
hit.
that'll get down for a base hit.
5th guy on the Pirates roster to
And
record
there's probably
his
no
first career
happier
hit
person
today.
in the ballpark.
Francisco.
Number 13 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And
Can
as is
Cervelli
customary,
pick
there's
up
the
a
ball
single
being sent into the
to
dugout.
drive in
Someone will
a
tuck it
go-ahead
away
run
for him
here?
to
Let's
put in his
see.
trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's
It was
obviously
early
trying
on the
to play
pitch.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Dixon Machado digs in. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Luplow. And that's the first out of the inning. Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay. And we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Stephen Brault will be the new pitcher on the mound after the delay as we are ready for more baseball.
Just to make sure nothing happens to
Ready for
Tyonis.
another
He
chance?
is
Miguel Cabrera.
gonna be a
He'll look to
big
bounce
part of our
back
season
after
this year.
Striking out his last time up. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 1-2. It's the top of the
And
zone.
good
Struck
start
him out
for
looking.
Brault on the year.
It's
Strikes
been a
out
rough game for him
Cabrera
at the plate.
looking.
Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Now a ball lined to the left side.
Foul.
But foul. And he struck
Got
out
him.
again.
Very
That's the
good
third
start for
time he's
Brault.
gone down on
2
strikes in this
Ks to
one.
start his
3 up,
season.
3 down for Detroit. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. Tight one on our hands. All tied at 3 apiece as we look at the
It's
game.
the first time I have seen a rain delay in
Joe
MLB
Bennett
18.
is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Here comes Moran.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Colin Moran. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. The 1-1 home. And it's foul.
Thumb spasm. Didn't want to swing there.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field.
That ball's driven. Did he get
Going
enough?
back on it.
It's gone.
And they have taken the lead.
Colin Moran puts the Pirates back on top. First of the season. Very good job by Moran.
Straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him.
He was acquired in the Garrett Cole trade in the offseason. Him and Joe Musgrove.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
So that'll bring up Kevin Kramer. Newman, sorry, my bad. Very nice play by Dixon Machado.
He's there and records the first out. So the Pirates batting order turns over.
Meadows 2 for 3 in his MLB debut. See if he can continue that.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. The 3-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Martin is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Should have taken it, worked it full. But here comes Urias.
Number 85. It was a fly out for him in his
Actually, that's a pretty good pitch to hit.
Here's the 2-1. Fly ball out toward left center field.
Get down, nope.
Over to his left, makes the catch.
Matuk's there.
Retire the side.
But the Pirates do pick up a run on the Moran home run and take a 4-3 lead. Bottom of the 7th, here we go.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
A very large crowd here on opening day considering the weather.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
The 1-1 home.
Oh, I messed this pitch up.
Grounded to short. Newman takes it in.
Kevin Newman, though, there.
On to first gets
Nice play.
The second out of the inning.
The batter, third baseman.
Digging in once again, Jeimer Candelario. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off. Ball
just
forward. So
missed.
Potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Digging in to try it again, James McCann. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second.
Urias takes his time. Through 7 from Comerica Park on opening day. Bullpen. Let's get Segrist warming up.
Sent on the ground out to second. Machado has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Josh.
Properly warm him up now. Beljaw just got under it. Couldn't get the zone up there quick enough.
Riding in once again, Jordan Luplow. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 4-3
Full
our
count.
score here as we play the 8th.
Let's see.
Line drive to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down
nice play by Matuk.
Leading off the inning, Leonis Martin. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball. Because he certainly got a breaking ball.
Yes, let's get Segrist in. We're going to warm up Felipe Rivero. Siegrist put in game.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. The 1-2. Soft liner to the left side. And this will be no
Nice
problem.
play by Moran there.
The first down.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out.
And that one snared by Urias.
Next for the Tigers, Dixon Machado. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike
Nice
for a
pitch
full
there
count now, 3-2.
by Kevin Siegrist. Can he get out of the inning? 1, 2, 3. Let's see.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Is swung on and
Very
strike
good
three.
pitch. To the 9th we go. Ken, the Pirates hold on.
Enters from the pen to
Warwick
start the ninth
Saupold
inning as he'll
enters.
try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Here's
Now the
Prato.
1-1 pitch. There's a slider that can't catch the outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Now a swing and a ball hit on the ground for the first baseman Cabrera. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Oh, shoot.
Here's the catch.
Bullpen. Make sure he's actually warming up. Okay, there we go.
1-run game here
So,
at the top of
Felipe
the ninth.
Rivero got to change his name because he changed it in real life. It's Felipe
Pulls this one in the
Vasquez
air out
now.
to left. Mata has
Not
a
sure I
play.
can make that change, but that is his name now.
Trying
So
to
he
pick
will
things
come
up
in,
where
see if he
left
can
off.
close it out for the
Moran.
Pirates
He went deep
on opening
last time
day.
up.
Yeah, Matt, that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So
Nice
if I'm on the
single
mound right
there.
now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was
Kevin
able to stay
Newman.
inside
That was
ball
Moran
a
with a
soft
nice
liner
single.
into center field.
Standing in now, Kevin Newman. Now here's a bouncing ball headed
shouldn't have
for
swung at that
Iglesias
pitch.
Short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. One left for Pittsburgh, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3.
Bottom of the 9th, here we go. Can Felipe Rivero close it out?
Felipe Rivero takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And he'll
Got
strike
him.
out here yet
One
again.
away.
It's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
The right fielder, number
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Give him the changeup here. Fouled off again. Okay.
Another 2-2 offering. And he'll strike out
Nice
here yet
pitch
again.
again.
It's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Fouled off. Last breath for the Tigers. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied.
No.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
In now, Victor Martinez. Sent on the ground out to second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push. So the batting order.
That'll bring up the top of the order, though, for the Pirates, Austin Meadows.
Liner toward right center.
Not going to get down in center.
Martin is to his left.
Leonis is
It
there.
away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Stepping in now, number 85. Ground ball sent back up the middle.
Through.
Iglesias is
Oh,
up with
what a
it.
play.
Gets him 2 down. Here's Gregory Polanco, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. A swing, and this ball is
Polanco,
blasted to
driven
right
to
field.
right.
Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark.
It's gone, and the Buccos
gone.
retake the
An
lead.
absolute bomb.
5-4 in the 10th.
A solo
Polanco,
shot here to
El
straightaway
Coffey.
right field as they will take the
Wade
lead here. It's
waited
now
for
a
his pitch.
5-4 ball game.
And drives it deep to right to give the Pirates the lead.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up
But
in
a
the zone.
very
He
good
didn't
job
miss it,
by
he destroyed
El
it.
Coffey
Into the box, Josh Bell.
to give the Buccos the lead again.
This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. So only one hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him. The next
So we will go to the bullpen and bring in Michael Felice. Can he close it out for the Pirates this time?
For Pittsburgh, number 45.
now the payoff pitch home. is swung
Got
on
him,
and
there's
missed,
one.
strike 3.
2 to go.
Next up for Detroit, James McCann. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-2. It's the top of the
There's
zone. He
2
struck it
away.
out looking. Into the box now.
Leonis Martin. He homered earlier in the game. Can Felice get him?
3-1.
There's the
As we near the end of
3-1,
this one, it's
3-0.
clear
He
the
gets a
long
called
ball has
strike.
played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitch.
Hold on. Sorry about that. Here we go. Can we end it?
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here. And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Standing in now, Jose Iglesias. Now a swing.
Popped him up. Meadows is there. Raise the Jolly Roger. And the Pirates win opening day in Detroit.
One-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Felipe Rivero claims
Moran
the win out of the pen,
homered.
his first. Michael Felipe
As
earns
did
the save out of the
Polanco.
bullpen, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here.
That's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Any changes you want me to make to the team, trades, calls up, call down, let me know in the comments. See you next time.